Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. Entertainment. Just broke through the dragon shell, exposed by Reba. On Reba's birthday, Dee's father brought a mysterious black egg. Coincidentally, the mysterious black egg shattered its shell, and hundreds of thousands of viewers in the live broadcast room witnessed the birth of the five-clawed golden dragon. Official vibration. The whole country is shocked. Live streaming of Yulong's daily life, people discovered that Yulong actually likes to play Douyin. To everyone's shock, all the anchors that Yulong likes are blessed. But the anchor that Yulong is following is the arrival of death. Young dragons watch landscape videos, and soon there will be natural disasters. At this point, people didn't realize the seriousness of the situation until Little Golden Dragon started watching foreign videos: Sakura tsunami, Eagle Sauce aircraft carrier explosion, cold country earthquake. From then on, the Dragon Kingdom has gained an additional Zhenghua divine beast. What? Eagle Sauce joins other countries to conquer dragon. Has the aircraft carrier sailed into the nearshore? Just as the Dragon Kingdom was preparing to face the enemy, the Golden Dragon, in its heyday, appeared in the sea, with its body covering thousands of miles and blocking the sky and sun. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. 1. Reba's birthday, a mysterious black egg. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Gulu Gulu, so black, where am I? The dark and cramped environment made Su Noa very uncomfortable, feeling curled up all over, surrounded by sticky liquid. It's a bit like in amniotic fluid. The first reaction of the promise was to be reborn. And it's still a rebirth of the mother and fetus. Before he could think much, a clear and pleasant voice came to his ear, faintly familiar. Thank you, Alice, for giving me the birthday gifts. Let's open them together. In the cozy hotel room, a stunning exotic woman walked in holding a selfie stick. This woman is not an internet celebrity, but a popular actress named Reba, who is currently broadcasting Douyin. Today is her 26th birthday. At the request of her fans, she held a birthday live broadcast to spend time with them. The live broadcast has been on for over 2 hours now. Celebrate with friends, sing birthday songs, blow out candles, and after playing around. Now it's the final stage of the live broadcast. Open the gift. The lobby of this hotel room where she often stays is filled with hundreds of birthday gifts from celebrity friends, family, and fans, big and small. Set the camera angle on your phone. Reba has started preparing to open gifts. The barrage in the live broadcast room keeps jumping. More than 100,000 online users plus my wife is so beautiful. Happy birthday to Baba. I'm just waiting to open the gift, don't know if there's any vibration or surprise. He, sideways smile, thank you all for your blessings, then I'll open a few gifts from Alice first. Reba glanced at the bullet screen, selected a few gifts from fans, and carefully opened them with an art knife. I dismantled several pieces, including clothes, high heels, crystal balls, hats, and so on. They're all ordinary things, they're boring. Let's open the gifts given by celebrities instead. First, open the gift given by Mimi, which is the biggest gift she has given. I'm curious about what's inside. The wooden box next to Mr. Yang's gift is so simple. It's not very thoughtful. Who gave it to? I think I saw this gift box move a bit earlier. Isn't it a prank gift from Black Powder? What if it's a surprise? Reba, open it up and take a look. Wooden box. That was from my dad. Seeing the barrage curious about the two biggest gifts, Reba shamelessly dragged the two gifts over. It was originally a gift from our dad, so it's okay. Curious about what gift Dee's father gave, packed in a wooden box, I can't guess at all. It's actually a good guess from Mimi, probably a large doll. Doll. That's too low, isn't it? While fans were discussing in the live broadcast room, Reba had already opened Yang Mi's big gift box. Everyone really guessed right, it is indeed a super large teddy bear. Reba didn't feel low, but rather moved. On the doll bear, there is a congratulatory message left by Yang Mi. I know you've been living alone in a hotel all this time, so let baby bear accompany you in the future. Love your honey. Looking at the greeting card and the teddy bear in his hand, Reba's nose was slightly sour and he really liked this gift. Although she values her career more, she has been alone for so many years and really wants something that can accompany her for a long time. The fans in the live broadcast room saw this, and the barrage immediately filled the screen with "Heartache" and "Hugging My Wife" drifting by. Alright, come and open the gift my dad gave me. After quickly adjusting his mood, Reba took pains to open the wooden gift box, which was filled with foam and bubble pads. Not long after, the full picture of the gift finally leaked out. It's an egg. A pitch black egg. There are no patterns or textures. A very smooth black egg, the size is similar to an ostrich egg. Starring, did Dee's father give an egg? What kind of creature's egg is this? Why is it black? It's so strange it's really black. It's like a black hole, thinking face. How about? Let's call it black egg. Black egg. What did our dad give away? What kind of biological egg is this? Did you explain it? With a big hand curiosity +1 look at this black egg. Dilraba crossed his waist and said, my dad said he picked it up on the grassland. He said if it's a protected animal, he would let me donate it. If it's possible to raise it, it would be great to keep it with me. The weirder you look, the faster you judge. Science popularization's Ioli engine, online confused. Suggest contacting relevant departments first. Fuck me, fuck me. Is it black? Did the black egg move just now? It's really moving. I saw it too. Is it about to break the shell? Did it move? Seeing the barrage saying that the egg had moved, Dilraba quickly shifted his gaze to black egg. Sure enough. Dong dong. Black eggs are really moving. There is still a muffled sound coming out. Now Dilraba has been confirmed. It's the creatures inside the egg colliding with the eggshell. We're going to break through the shell. Dilraba Molu looks forward to it, even my breathing has decreased. The audience in the live broadcast room also held their breath. They didn't expect to watch a birthday live broadcast and still see the scene of mysterious creatures about to break through their shells and be born. Exciting. Looking forward to it. What kind of creature is it? Everyone in the live broadcast room held their breath and stared at the shaking egg without blinking. Click. P.S. No toxicity, no thunder, no depression, please feel free to taste. 2. The young dragon has broken its shell, the whole network is dumbfounded. You are listening at novelfull.audio. It's cracked. Patting the table and standing up, sigh, it's about to come out. Reba's child is about to be born. Could the mysterious black egg on the grassland be a sheep? Sheep, you're born with sheep eggs. I estimate it's a cow. Blind guess groundhog, dog head, rabbit. Serious face, all the fish that missed out on 9-year compulsory education are here in the dark space. Su Noa instinctively hit a point with his head. 1, 2, 3 finally cracked open. The sound of eggshells breaking finally confirmed a fact that Su Noa had to accept. He has been reborn. Eggs are not human. Damn it. Su Noa really wants to curse his mother. But the fact is fixed and cannot be changed. He could only pray that he was not an unwelcome creature, such as a chicken or a snake. Dong. 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 Promise continues to collide. The eggshell wall began to protrude outward, becoming more and more brittle, the film completely shattered, and the shell began to peel off. Finally. Amidst the anticipation of many, Promise shattered the eggshell. Exposed his true face on Mount Lu. Although only one head was missed. But at this moment, whether it's Dilraba or all the viewers in the live broadcast room, All foolish. Quiet, a deathly silence. The air remained quiet for over 10 seconds. In the midst of a cry and howl of promise, everyone came to their senses from shock. Ward's Law. I'll fuck you. Dragon. Nima. It's actually a dragon, the head is like an alligator, the mouth is like a horse, the eyes are like crabs, and the two sheep whiskers have no antlers except the top of the head. They are just like the dragon. My God. It's coming out. Hiss. The neck is like a snake, the belly is like a mirage, the scales are like a carp, the tail is like a ponytail, and there are claws. Sure, it's not a snake, it's like an eagle with claws, it's really a dragon. Dad D picked up a dragon egg for Reba, gold, 5 claws. This is the most sacred and noble 5-claw golden dragon in mythology. The supreme among dragons. Mom, I came out to see God. The live broadcast room was in shock. The number of viewers is constantly skyrocketing. 300,000, 40W. 50W, 100W. 200W still continuing to surge. At this point, Dilraba was completely stunned. The dragon has a greater impact on her. Others saw it from the live broadcast room, but what she saw with her own eyes. Even when she could smell the dragon breaking out of its shell, a refreshing breath rushed in her nostrils. This. Watching the cute little golden dragon holding the eggshell, as if no one was gnawing on it, Dilraba was at a loss. What should I do? I'm afraid of scaring it again. Don't move, I can't help it anymore. It's so cute. The little paw is holding the eggshell and gnawing on it, and the happy tail is swinging back and forth, it's so cute. I really want to poke it. Damn it, is the young dragon so cute, what a cute little golden dragon, I want to raise it. Crying with her mouth covered, is it cute and explosive? I actually saw a dragon, Miss D, I am a staff member of the National Endangered Species Protection Association. We still have half an hour to arrive at your hotel. Please wait in place and do not let the dragon out of your sight. I am a researcher from the National Institute of Biological Research, Miss D. Could you please stop the young dragon from continuing to gnaw on the eggshell and leave us a piece? The police officers from Chaoyang District Police Station will arrive soon. Why did so many officials suddenly come? Little golden dragon just broke his shell when they arrived. This efficiency is different from in movies. Are they also Ba fans? They've been staying in the live broadcast room all along. This efficiency is too outrageous, isn't it? I was worried about an endangered animal just now, so I contacted the Forestry Bureau. Hands up, I also contacted, damn it. It turns out there's an insider. Looking at the official barrage that appeared, Dilraba opened his mouth and didn't know how to answer. Looking at the little golden dragon still carefree gnawing on the eggshell. For a moment, Dilraba wants to pick it up and run. But this idea was immediately annihilated by her. This is a dragon, a creature that has never appeared before. It is definitely a national treasure level. It's not something she can personally raise. Reba regretfully stepped forward and couldn't help but reach out to touch the smooth back of little golden dragon's scales. Cool and smooth, very comfortable. Xiao Jinlong let out a low growl, turned around to look, and then froze. Dilraba. How is she? Promise is now filled with question marks. After hatching, he didn't even notice who was outside. The first reaction is hunger, and then subconsciously, I feel like I have to eat the eggshell. When he eats halfway, it was only after being touched that I remembered someone outside. Looking back at him, he was bewildered. What surprised him the most was not Dilraba. But big. So big, so big. Looking at people from this perspective for the first time. To be honest, it's quite surprising. I feel like the person has been magnified countless times. I feel a bit scared of giants. However, what the hell is her spoiled expression on her face? Did I become her pet? By the way, what am I? Su Noa only then remembered that he didn't even know what kind of creature he was, so he looked down. It's so long. There are scales. His first reaction was a snake. However, why do snakes have claws? Is it a chameleon? At a moment of confusion, Su Noa saw Dilraba's pretty face enlarge, and her beautiful eyes were curiously looking at him. Is this a dragon? How handsome. Dragon. Am I a dragon? Upon hearing the words, Su Noa's mind immediately froze. What the hell? Has he been reborn as a dragon? At this moment, ding. The Shenlong system has been successfully bound. Detected no spiritual energy in this world, detected host congenital dysplasia, detected that the host has a chance of facing crisis, and the divine dragon system has officially become a divine dragon belief system. Please bind the dragon attendant as soon as possible, share fame and increase faith value, in order to overcome this difficulty. Detected a nearby dragon attendant that can be bound. Dilraba. Is the host binding it? After successfully binding the dragon attendant will prioritize, and focus everything on the host, without affecting their mind, emotions, or thoughts. P.S. Give a picture an impression, it's not like a really long picture, ha. 3. The Dragon Faith System, Reba Bitten. You are listening at novelfull.audio. System. Su Noa blinked his eyes. Subconsciously agreed to the binding. Ding. Start binding. Hey. Blink your eyes. Dilraba paused for a moment and exclaimed in surprise, it blinked at me, did you see it? It's so cute. I see it, Reba's wife. If possible, could you please move aside a bit and don't block me from looking at little golden dragon. Holding his face, it's too flirtatious. It can even cast seductive eyes. It's unbelievable that there really are dragons in this world. I still can't believe it. Ah. Be careful, Reba. Just as Reba turned his head to look at the barrage, everyone saw the little golden dragon suddenly leap up, bited towards her arm. Ah. Dilraba was startled. I instinctively stopped before turning around. But it was too late, and Xiaojinlong opened his mouth and took a bite on her arm. The pain-eating Reba instinctively threw little golden dragon away, causing him to fall heavily to the ground, covering her eyes. Damn it, it's over now. Barbecue, this is a dragon. At least it's a nationally protected animal. With this one move, Reba has been in prison for at least 5 years, isn't that so? It was little golden dragon who attacked Reba first. Reba just instinctively shook his hand and didn't intend to harm it, and when did humans lose their status compared to animals? Under normal circumstances, it's definitely not comparable to humans, but this is a dragon. Our national totem, the world's first real dragon, who knows how precious the country is. Hey. Little golden dragon is fine. I'll go, this place is so handsome. During the barrage discussion, when little golden dragon was about to fall to the ground, there was no scene as expected by everyone. When little golden dragon was suspended in the air, a graceful inertia rolled and landed steadily. Grasping the ground with 4 claws, the dragon's body twists and turns, and its luxurious dragon head rises high, appearing sacred and noble. Dilraba regretted the moment she threw little golden dragon away. When she exclaimed in surprise that she wanted to go pick him up, she realized that little golden dragon was okay. Suddenly breathed a sigh of relief. At this moment, she couldn't help but complain, why are you suddenly biting me, little one? Speaking, she touched her arm, then he froze. Hey! Where's the wound? After touching it several times and confirming it repeatedly, Reba began to doubt life. No wounds, no bite marks. Didn't I get bitten just now? But it really hurt just now. It's strange, no wounds. No way. I saw little golden dragon biting Reba. I also saw it and did bite it. Didn't little golden dragon grow teeth? Upstairs, didn't Xiao Jinlong use his teeth when he was gnawing on the eggshell just now? Helping his forehead speechless, magic, it's amazing. It's truly the legendary dragon. We're about to arrive, Miss D. You must make sure all the doors and windows in the room are closed, and don't let the golden dragon run out. The audience in the live broadcast room and Reba are both puzzled. Promises are in my mind, communicate friendly with the system. System, is this the binding method? Let me bite someone else. Do you have any serious illness? The system did not answer him. But rather, ding. Dragon attendant successfully bound. Congratulations to the host for sharing the fame of the first dragon attendant Reba and gaining 439,000 popularity points. Belief pool opened, belief pool. Promise a moment of doubt, a wave of information flooded into my mind. Meanwhile, a silver screen appeared before his eyes. Host. Promise, race. 5 Claude Golden Dragon / Childhood, level. Level 0 81%, plus, tie. Reba, belief pool / value. 439W, 439W, divine power. Currently unavailable. After receiving the information, Su Nua also understood the role of faith. The belief pool is a divine pool that stores the beliefs of all spirits. It is fixed and unchanging. Faith value is a renewable wish power used for upgrading. It is consumed and used. Simply put, this world does not have the conditions to grow and become stronger. Just like a person who cultivates immortals without spiritual energy, if they want to grow and become stronger, they need to find another way to rely on human beliefs to warm up and grow. Belief value does not equal fame, but it is similar to it. Like Reba, who has a belief value of 439,000, her fame is actually far more than that, but this 439W is equivalent to her true love fan. It's the kind of a lifelong fan. After making a promise, one needs to collect true love fans to gain their faith and become stronger. But the top priority is to finish the eggshells first. Looking at the rookie level of level 0, Su Nua knew that as long as he finished eating the eggshell, he could climb to level 1. As long as you reach level 1, he can acquire innate powers. There are also faith values that can be used for leveling, but for now, let's finish the eggshell first. Su Nua walked confidently towards the direction of the eggshell, only to find I can't get to the table by myself. It's a bit awkward. Su Nua looked up and shouted, do you want to go up? For some reason, Reba immediately guessed little golden dragon's thoughts. Promise to nod. Then you're not allowed to bite me anymore. 4. Official vibration. All departments hurry up. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Be good, don't bite me. Reba picked up the little golden dragon and gently placed it back at the eggshell, then breathed a sigh of relief. Barking. Watching the little golden dragon gnawing on the eggshell and happily raising its tail, Reba held his face and felt his heart about to be melted. Although she was bitten by little golden dragon just now, she couldn't hate it at all. Moreover, he was not injured, it was just a false alarm. If only I could support you. Although I really want to, but Reba also knows that this is a fantasy. Dragon. It is simply impossible for private breeding. Now that she can touch it and come into such close contact with it, she feels very lucky. Reba, if you think about touching a dragon with your own hands, luck has surpassed 99% of people. Silly wife, hurry up and take a photo with Xiao Jinlong on your phone. If you miss it, you may never have a chance again. That's right, it's better to leave more memories. Can't I really keep it? I really want to see Reba raise little golden dragon. The first thing little golden dragon saw when he was born was Reba. In the animal kingdom, can Reba be considered little golden dragon's mother? Those who cannot be kept, pandas are not allowed to be privately raised, let alone dragons. This is the only dragon discovered globally so far. Yeah, It's so precious. Support your chin and watch little golden dragon gnaw on the eggshell. After seeing the suggestions from the fans, Reba quickly took out his private phone and started taking photos with Xiao Jinlong. Boom boom. At this moment, the spiral sound of the helicopter came from outside the window. In the night sky, several helicopters flew from all directions towards the hotel. Downstairs of the hotel, there are also police cars, military vehicles, and vehicles from special departments constantly intersecting downstairs at the Borui Hotel. Soldiers with live ammunition kept getting off the military jeep and rushing into the hotel. After the police got off the car, start blocking the passageways around the hotel. The helicopter crashed to the ground, and several elderly people wearing white coats got off the plane. They all looked excited and hurriedly walked towards the hotel. What's going on here? What happened? Why are there so many police officers? Even the military has been deployed, and there are white coats. Is there a virus outbreak or are there terrorists in this hotel? I don't know. Surrounding passers-by saw this scene and curiously took out their phones to start filming. Everyone is speculating what exactly happened here, which could trigger such a large-scale scene. The hotel staff are all foolish. The welcoming ladies in the front hall were at a loss. Should we stop it? Stop it. Look at what kind of people these are. If you stop it, you'll be obstructing official duties. Do you know? What should we do then? Suddenly, there are so many police officers and soldiers. Is there a terrorist in our hotel? I'm a bit scared. Call the manager. Amidst the chatter of welcoming guests at the front desk, several leaders from various departments walked over. One of them walked out and showed his identification, saying, "Hello, the official case is being handled. Please take us to the room where Reba is located immediately." So, we don't have the authority to check customer information. Can we wait for our manager to come and talk about it? The receptionist was trembling nervously, but still managed to hold back the nervousness and explain to her. It's really not that she doesn't want to. I don't have permission. Fortunately, the manager reacted quickly. Without waiting for the official personnel to question, she walked quickly and explained, "Sir, I'm sorry, but who are you looking for? I'll take you right away." The front desk doesn't have the authority to check customer information, and they didn't refuse to cooperate. Although officials from various departments are anxious, but it didn't embarrass them either. Take us to Reba's room. The manager nodded repeatedly and said, "Okay, everyone, come with me to this elevator." Everyone followed the female manager into the elevator and upstairs. Upstairs, in the room, Reba just hung up the front desk phone. She has learned that the official personnel are about to arrive. Looking at little golden dragon, Reba became even more reluctant. She touched little golden dragon and said, "Little one, you're about to be taken away. Will you remember me in the future?" Hiccup, after finishing the last piece of eggshell, Su Noa let out a deep hiccup and didn't even listen to what Reba was saying. Watching little golden dragon's adorable and silly appearance, Reba smiled foolishly, feeling a bit intoxicated. She actually remembers the official barrage that told her to keep an eggshell, but she didn't do it because she felt that the eggshell might be important to little golden dragon. If you offend me, then offend me. Just hold grudges. If this little guy is happy, that's good. Reba gave a sweet smile, her eyes curved like a moon, and looking at little golden dragon seemed to be looking at her own child. Wow! Reba's eyes are so gentle. It feels like a maternal halo is rising behind her. After all, it was she who witnessed the birth of the little guy with her own eyes. Besides, today is still Reba's birthday, so little golden dragon has a special meaning to her. Sigh. Unfortunately. Dong dong dong. A slightly urgent knocking came at the door. "Miss Reba, could you please open the door?" The voice of the female manager came from outside the door. Reba glanced at Xiaojinlong and got up to open the door. Looking at the hallway that was almost crowded, she didn't immediately welcome them in. But couldn't help but ask. You won't harm it, will you? Everyone outside the door glanced at each other. One of the leading old men walked out and said kindly, "Little girl, the dragon has always been the divine beast and totem of our dragon kingdom. We haven't had time to take care of it yet. How could we possibly harm it?" Reba fell silent for a moment and said, "Where are you going with it? Can I follow?" This. 5. The dragon is missing. Century scam. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Can't we? This. Qin Yunshan hesitated for a moment and said, "Little girl, let's go in and see little golden dragon first. Can we confirm if it's true before making a decision?" Although she did not receive the desired answer, Dilraba also had self-awareness that she did not have the qualifications to negotiate in front of this group of people. Looking back, I realized that the things that couldn't be seen in the room had already been put away before the birthday broadcast. She didn't delay much and stepped back to open the door. "Come on in." Everyone heard this, they all eagerly walked towards the house. When we arrive at the lobby, everyone looked at each other in confusion. "Where's the dragon?" Everyone turned their gaze to Dilraba. Seeing this, Reba felt a bit confused. "Where is the dragon? I was still there just now. Why suddenly disappeared? Miss D, did you hide the dragon?" "Little girl, I hope you don't have any inappropriate thoughts. The golden dragon incident is not just a joke. Once an accident occurs, you cannot take responsibility." Reba, hand it over quickly. People from animal protection associations, biological colleges, military departments, and even police stations are all speaking up. Reba looked bewildered and said, "I don't know either. It was clearly here just now." "Ask her." "How did she know? She was not here just now, hey. By the way." Reba walked forward, picked up his live streaming phone, looked at the barrage, and asked, "Did you see where it went?" "Ah. What? Is the dragon missing?" "I just peed and then disappeared." "Raise your hand, I know, I see." Reba, with a single "Bayou," it went into your gift pile. Little golden dragon may have some social anxiety, comical. Seeing this barrage, Dilraba took a long breath. "It's okay. It's still." She turned her head and informed everyone of the news. "Hidden in this gift pile. Is Xiaojinlong afraid of strangers? Since that's the case, just leave a few irrelevant people out." After driving out a bunch of irrelevant items, including the hotel manager, the remaining 8 people began to search around the gift pile. Dilraba also joined the search camp. "Little darling, where are you?" Only Dilraba was speaking at the scene. Those professors, military officers who shoulder several flowers, police officers, and so on are all searching eagerly and fearfully. They look forward to seeing the real dragon with their own eyes. Also afraid that everything is fake. So far, they still have a hint of uncertainty in their hearts. Before seeing it with my own eyes, who knows if what I saw in the live broadcast was a real dragon. Although the technicians have confirmed 100% that there are no signs of fraud, what if? What if it's a scam? So except for Dilraba, almost everyone in the room was searching with complex emotions. Some viewers in the live broadcast room are also skeptical. After all, it was fine just now. As soon as the official personnel arrived, they hid and disappeared. Who knows if it's a special effect? Ordinary people don't have the skills to verify authenticity, and a large portion of new viewers have never seen dragons from beginning to end. The news of Jinlong's existence has already spread. Almost all major websites dominate the top of the hot list. Douyin hot ranking first. Weibo hot search first. Hashtag Dilraba's birthday surprises golden dragon. Hashtag official shockwave. The whole network is boiling. Explosive, the popularity of this hot search has gone from being hot at the beginning to boiling, and then to exploding. In less than an hour, hundreds of millions of dollars of heat. Almost all online discussions are hot. Countless screenshots of live broadcasts are spreading wildly across the internet. Thousands of curious and skeptical viewers are constantly pouring into Dilraba's live broadcast room. At this point, the online audience in the live broadcast room has exceeded 10 million. Without any moisture, truly millions of online viewers. New here, may I ask where the dragon is? Scammer. Where's the dragon? Tell me where the dragon is. MD, I just said how could there be a dragon in this world, this is a fictional existence. So all the videos I see are in P format. There's no dragon at all. Today is April Fool's Day. A century joke relying on this to gain attention. Disgusting, there's really a dragon. Don't scold the newcomers, wait a moment. Aren't they looking for it now? That little one's hiding. Humph, there's really a dragon. I eat shit. Wait for your mother. I'm watching the girl dance. I'll wait a little longer. The video doesn't look fake, let alone there are so many officials present to search. Maybe it's real. When the audience is discussing in the live broadcast room, everyone searched through all the gifts. Even later on, impatiently, they began to violently tear open each gift, but not to mention the dragon, they didn't even see a single shadow. Now, the live broadcast room became noisy. They all shouted that they had been deceived. Countless people left the live broadcast room in disappointment. Some even cursed loudly. In the room, the official leaders on site also stopped searching and looked at Dilraba with suspicious eyes. Miss Reba, are you sure that the dragon really exists? I know that your entertainment industry likes to use various operations to gain traffic and attention, but today's incident, if it's fake, the consequences. The police captain said, suddenly interrupted by the leader of the association, Mr. Cheen. Quiet. Everyone fell silent upon hearing the words. Peepa. Not far from the room, there was noise coming from. Cheen looked at Dilraba and asked, little girl, what direction is that? Reba thoughtfully thought. Kitchen. 6. Collective shock, dragons really exist. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Is there any movement in the kitchen? Did that little guy go to the kitchen to find something to eat? No way, I see it burps when it eats eggshells, can it still eat it? Dress up. Then dress up, return the dragon, dragon UMB. There's really a dragon, I'll eat a pound of shit, live broadcast to eat. Some people believe in this kind of joke, but even the dragon has been circulating for thousands of years. When did the real dragon appear? It's all spread through misinformation. There's really a dragon, why are you lying to me? The ones upstairs will see it later and don't regret it. Regret. Hee hee da, don't be a mouse later. If it's really a mouse, then. Hiss. Oh my god. There really is a dragon. Dot. Appearing. Pickup truck. No, little golden dragon. It's really a dragon. Mom. Shocking face, come on, really when the audience is discussing in the live broadcast room. Dilraba followed a group of big shots with his phone, holding it up and cautiously broadcasting. She didn't do this to make the audience see it real. But she was afraid of waiting for official people to do something that would harm Xiao Jinlong. With millions of viewers watching in the live broadcast room, she also had the confidence to speak up and stop it. Wait for the group to come to the kitchen. Reba clearly felt it, and several old men's breathing began to become rapid, with particularly obvious emotions such as nervousness, anticipation, and fear after they walked into the kitchen and saw little golden dragon with his tail wagging and rummaging in the refrigerator. Everyone completely stopped breathing. Quiet. The whole room was completely silent. It's so quiet that you can hear the sound of car horns outside the hotel, and so quiet that you can hear the beating of the hearts of people around you. Whether it was a sergeant who had witnessed a big scene, shouldering several flowers, a police captain, or the president of the association and those old professors, they all stared wide-eyed. A face full of shock and disbelief. Several old guys took several deep breaths before recovering, so excited that they almost hiccuped on the spot. Led by President Qin Lao, even more excited, trembling all over. Dragon. True dragon. A living dragon. It really exists. They saw it with their own eyes. The totems and divine beasts of the Dragon Kingdom, which have been around for thousands of years, are not fabricated by history, but exist in reality. At this moment, the tracing of the 8,000 years of the dragon can be determined with a hammer. This moment is historic. Many biologists who had already received the news and were watching the live broadcast stood up excitedly, ecstatic and shocked. Countless viewers in the live broadcast room, they all covered their mouths in shock. At this moment, countless dragon people stood up in disbelief, unaware of how many families, companies, and scenes had happened, leaving those around them unaware of what had happened. Many originally skeptical viewers, also completely dumbfounded. But they didn't feel the shame of being slapped. Some are only left excited. Dragon. It is a spiritual totem of all people in the Dragon Kingdom. Why do countless people refer to themselves as descendants of dragons? Because dragons are an extremely special existence in the hearts of dragon people. Countless dragon people have always believed in the true existence of dragons. Although history has long proven, dragon is a fabricated existence. But even so, a large portion of dragon people are still idealistic. No matter how history proves it, no matter what others say, they firmly believe in the existence of dragons and proudly claim to be the descendants of dragons. Today, all persistence finally received a response. In the future, when they say they are descendants of dragons, there is no need to feel guilty anymore. Dragon, it really exists. They are the descendants of dragons. Ong. Su Noa, who was licking the popsicle, raised the dragon head in confusion. There are 7 or 8 people in sight, they all looked at him with shock and excitement on their faces. There was an old guy in front who was trembling all over, making promises that he might die in place at any time. As for why is the promise here? He's so hot. After finishing the eggshell, he rose to level 1. And he obtained his first talent. Resonance between heaven and earth. This talent is also quite disappointing, as it will change with the promised mood and the surrounding area of heaven and earth will also change accordingly. He is in a good mood, but the weather is sunny and suitable. If he is in a bad mood, the weather will become bad. Only he was extremely angry, only then can it trigger a thunderstorm. In addition, this talent has no attack power at all. Su Noa didn't feel that this talent had any self-protection ability, so he decisively used his faith value to upgrade. Now he has reached level 3. Another new talent skill has been unlocked. Turn misfortune into good fortune. Host. Promise, race. 5 Clawed Golden Dragon / Childhood, level. Level 3 41%, plus, tie. Dilraba, Belief Pool / Value. For 39W, 12W, Divine Powers. Turning misfortune into good fortune, level 1, and resonating with heaven and earth, level 3, what a dragon. Consistent with ancient mythological descriptions, and also the most prestigious 5-clawed golden dragon. Qin Yunshan looked excitedly at little golden dragon, his hands trembling like withered wood. Qin Lao, what should we do? The professors on the side were particularly excited. Outsiders cannot understand their current emotions, nor can they understand how urgent it is for them to study Jin Long's thoughts. Of course. This study is not about dragging little golden dragon to slice. But observation. Observe everything about it. Although there are countless records and descriptions about dragons in the Dragon Kingdom, 99% of them are unverifiable. Now that they have the opportunity to observe and study dragons up close, how can they not be excited? This is a highly likely opportunity to make a name in history. They were already very restrained when they didn't jump up. Qin Yunshan didn't know what to do for a moment. It is rumored that dragons are very spiritual creatures. You can't offend me. He looked left and right. The final gaze fell on Dilraba. Little girl, are you going to give it a try? P.S. Dear readers. Do you still have any remaining flowers, review tickets, monthly tickets, or comments in your hand? Can you give a little extra? Writing a book is not easy and does not sell poorly, but could you please give the author some motivation to code with peace of mind? A flower, a ticket, and a comment are all fuel for motivation, troublesome. Love you all, Momoda. 7. National Vibration. The only dragon species. Extra protection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Me. Dilraba pointed to himself with one finger, the expression appeared somewhat surprised. Qin nodded and said, according to records, dragons are highly spiritual creatures. Through live streaming observation, I have confirmed this. They should have higher intelligence than cats and dogs. So. Dilraba thought for a moment and it seemed like it was really true. Looking back, Xiao Jinlong's eyes were indeed very agile. So what do you want me to communicate with it? Qin thought for a moment and said, communicate whether it is willing to come with us. If necessary, little girl, you can also come with us. Can I follow too? Great. Upon hearing that he could also follow, Reba immediately agreed and walked towards Little Golden Dragon. In the group of big shots, a person glanced at Dilraba's live streaming phone and asked the leader next to him something. The leader just shook his head. Everyone stopped talking and quietly watched Dilraba approach Little Golden Dragon. The audience in the live broadcast room watched the most vividly. Mom, I'm doing well. I saw a dragon, living dragon. It's so beautiful. I apologize for suspecting it was a snake gene mutation just now. It's so domineering and prestigious to suspect it is a snake. It's really insulting to the dragon. Bowing and apologizing, is it domineering? Why do I only feel cute? Look, it's still licking popsicles, so cute, ah. I'm dead. It's worth it to see a dragon with my own eyes in this lifetime. I didn't live a life in vain. I hope the country will treat it well. It looks up. Its eyes are so big. It's also curiously looking at Reba, it feels so smart. Little darling, what are you doing? Dilraba walked up to Little Golden Dragon and squatted down. Xiao Jinlong didn't speak, just glanced at her, then at the popsicle in the refrigerator, and then looked at her again, with a look of disdain in his eyes. Laughing wildly while tapping the table, ha ha ha. Is Reba being looked down upon? This little white eye is too humanized, isn't it? Ha ha ha, I'm laughing to death. Reba was looked down upon by a young dragon. It even looks down on people with its eyes, it's so spiritual, Cough. Reba didn't expect to be looked down upon by a dragon one day. She took a deep breath and continued to smile sweetly. It's not convenient for you to eat like this. Can I help you hold it? You didn't say it earlier. Su Noa let go of the claws that were pulling on the refrigerator cabinet and gracefully took 2 steps back. Dilraba was taken aback. The barrage in the live broadcast room was empty for a moment, and the professors and experts in the room unconsciously swallowed saliva. Do you understand what I'm saying? Reba opened her rosy mouth in surprise. Are you still feeding? If not, I'll leave. Promised to speak, but the transformed voice turned into ahem, did you respond? You really understand. In order to confirm, Reba put down his phone and searched for an ice cream popsicle in the refrigerator. He tore open the packaging and asked tentatively, "I'll hold you and feed you." Su Nua tilted his head, his dragon beard floated, and he jumped into the arms of Doraba. Actually, making promises is not about wanting to eat popsicles. He originally ate the eggshell. "I'm a bit thirsty and sleepy." I searched around the kitchen and found that there was actually no water. I only found popsicles in the refrigerator. I'm so sleepy. I said I was sleepy and suddenly came into contact with a soft object, which was still warm. He can't bear it anymore. The eyelids began to fight. Looking up. I can't see the end, I can barely become a nest. Promise jumped and crawled in. Find a good spot to wrap around and lie down. I feel very comfortable. Do you really understand human language? Qin Lao looked at the old professors with disbelief in his eyes. Even if they had long guessed that Longtong was human. But this has it just been born. What kind of wisdom is this? The more you think, the more terrifying it becomes. Ah! You little one, how can you drill? At this moment, Reba's pretty face turned red. Looking down at the comfortable-looking little guy, he cursed at the little bad dragon and wanted to catch it. Wait a moment. Qin Lao quickly spoke out, interrupting her movements. Reba was startled and instinctively covered her loose pajamas, saying, "What? What's going on?" Looking down, fortunately. There was no light left. Qin Yunshan said very seriously, "That's it. Could you please take the young dragon with you, little girl?" Ah. Nearly 100 million people gathered to watch the Golden Dragon Cubs #hashtag Huaxia Shenlong has been confirmed to truly exist #hashtag official statement #hashtag the National Endangered Animal Protection Association. The existence of Golden Dragon Cubs is true, and it is undoubtedly a dragon recorded in China. After discussion among all parties, the Golden Dragon Cub is the only dragon species discovered in global history. We will temporarily classify it as a special protected animal in our country, and then we will build an exclusive protection zone for Xiaojinlong. Afterwards, we will once this official statement is issued. Shocked across the entire network. Countless Chinese people who still maintain a skeptical attitude, it completely exploded too. Today, June 3, 2018. Official certification. The dragon has been confirmed to truly exist. That night, hundreds of millions of people in Dragon Country are so excited that they can't sleep. Hundreds of millions of people are crazily discussing online. Countless families are discussing topics related to dragons. The whole dragon kingdom is boiling. 8. Everyone wants to watch Dragon on the internet, official response. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Please make sure the official treats the young dragon well descendants of the dragon network-wide collaboration depends on the Golden Dragon Cubs the above is the next morning, everyone get up and see the hottest news. Countless netizens started discussing passionately early in the morning. Handsome. I watched the live video, and the Golden Dragon Cub is even more handsome and domineering than described in movies and novels. It truly deserves to be my Chinese divine dragon. When I saw the whole internet talking about dragons, I searched for the entire live video and watched it. At first, I thought the black egg was a black dragon, but I didn't expect it to be such a handsome 5-clawed golden dragon. It is said that tickets to Xinjiang are all sold out now, and people from all over the country are running to the grasslands, hoping to pick up a dragon egg. Don't come to Xinjiang. It's a lonely place. Everything here is surrounded by the military, no one is allowed to enter. The military's protection is right, there are quite a few poachers who want money but don't want to die. The official must protect little golden dragon well. It is now the only dragon discovered in the world, it is really precious. I really want to see little golden dragon. Where did the official take it? Can we also take a look? Why haven't you answered the phone yet? Young Mi is very urgent now. Make a phone call to Reba with a deadly chain. No one answered. This worries Yang Mi a lot. Yang Mi naturally knew about the appearance of a young dragon on Reba's birthday last night. She rushed to the hotel scene as soon as possible. But she couldn't even get in. I can only watch Reba leave with the official. After leaving, Reba Live has been turned off. I can't reach you by phone either. If it weren't for Reba following the official departure under the gaze of millions of people, Yang Mi would have suspected that something had happened to her. At this moment, Dilraba's phone call came over. Reba, you finally called back. How are you? Are you okay? Yang Mi asked anxiously. Honey, I'm fine. Don't worry, it's just. What is it? That little rascal hugged me and slept all night, but it was a bit uncomfortable the first time. He wasn't used to it. Upon hearing this, Yang Mi stood up excitedly and angrily said, Who? Someone bullied you. Don't be afraid, no matter who. Oh no, it's not a human, it's little golden dragon. Little golden dragon. Upon hearing that it was not as she had imagined, Yang Mi breathed a sigh of relief and sat back on the sofa. She lifted her black silk legs onto the table and asked, Reba, are you living with the golden dragon cub now? Yeah, what's wrong? Opportunity, silly girl. I've pushed all the unimportant announcements for you, so you can stay with little golden dragon. This is definitely an opportunity to make you explode. The whole country, no, the whole world is paying attention to golden dragon. I tell you, as long as you. Honey, I won't talk to you for now. They called me to take little bad dragon to dinner. Goodbye. Just finished speaking, Reba hung up the phone. On the other side. Beijing Wildlife Conservation Park. In the camp. Reba lazily walked out. The little golden dragon in her arms is still dozing off. This little bad dragon. Looking down, Reba's pretty face turned slightly red. Its sleeping posture, the tension is too tight. Xiao Jinlong is treating you like a mother now. At this moment, Qin walked over energized. This mental state. It's hard to tell that he only slept for 2 hours. Did you treat me like a mother? Reba looked at the sleeping little golden dragon and reached out to nod it. Qin nodded and said, yes, you see how close little golden dragon is to you and how he sleeps peacefully in your arms. This is the natural dependence of creatures on their mothers. Upon hearing what Qin, a biological expert, said, Dilraba's shyness dissipated significantly. As a beautiful young lady, my boyfriend hasn't even talked about it. When will other beings touch that holy land? Now it has been taken over as a nest by the little golden dragon. How can she not be shy? Now that she has been given a reason and steps, she has also climbed down the slope and is no longer so embarrassed. After all, it's not human, a cute little golden dragon. It doesn't seem like anything. It just treats itself like a mother. Let's go, have breakfast. Reba nodded, followed Qin to a room. Just entered, she was completely shocked. Dozens of chefs, a table over 10 meters long, a dazzling array of various foods. Vegetables, meat, seafood, everything. Is this for me to eat? Dilraba subconsciously said. But as soon as I said it, she felt like she was overthinking. Sure enough. Qin Lao smiled and said, these are all prepared for little golden dragon because we are not sure about its habits, so we have prepared some for everything. Of course, you can also eat with it, it's not a problem. Oh. Dilraba nodded and turned to ask, by the way, can it eat these? It's just born, do you want to drink milk? Qin Lao pointed to the other side, full of various types of milk. We are all prepared, but after our research and observation, little golden dragon should not need to drink milk, as most oviparous animals do not drink milk. No need to drink milk. Reba looked down, as if she had thought of something, her face flushed and her ears red. She looked at Qin Lao, say with great certainty. No, it needs to drink milk. 5 minutes later. Qin Lao took notes as he watched Reba, who was caring about feeding little golden dragon milk. The first encounter of little golden dragon seems to have a special connection with him, getting to know each other more closely. On the other side, monitoring room. A middle-aged man in Zhongshan attire looked at the surveillance footage with his back in his hand. Leader, we can't withstand the pressure over there anymore. The whole network is worried that we may harm little golden dragon. The outcome of the meeting is to let us live stream little golden dragon's daily life in public, so that the public can completely rest assured. Upon hearing this, the old man in Zhongshan suit said, since that's the case, let's live stream. Dragons are too special to our country, and every move should not make mistakes, otherwise it will be chaotic. Yes, I'm going to prepare now. 9. The Biological Research Institute is requesting the blood of little golden dragon. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hashtag Douyin announces heavyweight news. Hashtag official and Douyin have reached $1 billion agreement to publicly broadcast Xiao Jinlong's daily life on Douyin starting from today. Hashtag successful online petition. Hashtag protect the park area. Little Jinlong, who had been full of milk and drink, jumped off Reba and went out for a walk with a strong and spirited demeanor. It followed a bunch of people behind it. Except for Reba, most of them are white coats, holding various instruments and notebooks to record what they are doing. Pushy. It walks so arrogantly. Watching little golden dragon walking arrogantly, Reba couldn't help but cover his mouth and burst out laughing. Su Noa heard it, but ignored the foolish woman and continued to walk with steps that she didn't recognize. Is he arrogant? Not really. He is not yet familiar with walking on 4 legs. He knows how to dribble, it seems that there is an innate talent. But walking, forget it. Let's continue practicing. Qin Lao looked at Reba with a spoiled expression and suggested, little girl, why don't you give little golden dragon a name? You can call me Reba, Reba said with some surprise, name it. Can I do this? Will it? Qin nodded and said, sure, you are the first person little golden dragon sees after breaking its shell, equivalent to its mother. Of course, you have the right to give it a name. After thinking for a moment, Reba tentatively said, can you call him Xiao Xiao? He's small in size. Ah. Little. Qin stopped his pen when he heard the name record. Upon hearing these words, the professors around also tugged at the corners of their mouths. Good girl, why is the level of naming so low, can't we? Reba is a bit regretful. She thinks this name is very suitable for Xiao Jinlong. You see, little good, little golden dragon, little bad dragon, little serpent dragon, all have a small character. It's not impossible, it's still possible to give Xiao Jinlong a nickname. Qin Lao smiled kindly. Reba stood still. Nickname. What did you mean earlier? Let me give it a human name. Qin nodded earnestly. Ah. I can't think of it now. Let's call it Xiao Xiao first. Although Qin Lao feels a bit inappropriate. But it was still confirmed. In fact, in his heart, a dragon is a highly intelligent creature. Give it the same name as a pet. It may seem a bit uncomfortable. After choosing a name, Reba immediately waved at little golden dragon and shouted, little. Little. Look here. What are you shouting? Promise to instinctively turn back. Wow. It turned around, it must like that name. Reba looked excited. Promise. What the hell? What happened? Watching Reba rush towards him with an excited expression, holding him for several kisses, he backed away with a promise of disdain. It's all saliva, you woman. Dragon language translation. Hee, Reba smirked foolishly. I really like it. Excited moans. Is this the feeling of being a mother? So interesting. Su Noa broke free a few times, discovered that without harming her, I can't escape at all. Forget it, it's rotten. Love how it is, little golden dragon is so scared. Qin Lao saw this scene and was about to say something, but was suddenly interrupted by someone. Qin Lao, the live broadcast is about to begin. Got it. There's one more thing. Say. The Biological Research Institute wants some blood samples from little golden dragon. Qin, look. Let them go. Just as Qin Lao dismissed his subordinates, several elderly people walked over. The Ba Zihu old man, led by Tang Qiugua, smiled and said, Qin old man, why be so angry? Humph. Seeing someone coming, Qin's face looked even worse. Did you come by yourself? I tell you, it's impossible for little golden dragon's blood to be given to you. You can't take responsibility for any accidents. Old Qin, don't think so. We're not pursuing our own desires. Studying the little golden dragon is just to better understand it. Yes, President Qin. Dragon is a species that has never appeared before in history. We study it to prevent accidents in the future, and we are powerless. Listening to these old men's righteous words, Qin's face became increasingly gloomy, but he could not refute them. Because their starting point is determined to be good. Humans know nothing about real dragons. If not prevented in advance, what should Xiao Jinlong do when he has an accident? So what if I die? This possibility, it is significant in their calculations. After all, rarity, endangerment, and rarity represent that the survival ability of dragons is not strong, and may even be very weak. Anyway, it's not possible. Don't even think about it. Qin Lao still sternly refused, he wanted to observe Xiao Jinlong for a period of time before speaking. Just as I brought little golden dragon over, I conducted various blood tests to study it. What should I do if I scared it? Upon hearing this group of people wanting to draw a small amount of blood, Reba instinctively hid little golden dragon behind his waist, and his footsteps began to slowly retreat. Although she could tell that they were well-intentioned, who knows if they were saying and doing one thing at a time. You can't give them a small one. At this moment, the promise coiled on Doraba's arm was without any waves, and he even wanted to dry another bottle of milk. He has the ability to turn misfortune into good fortune, nature has long anticipated the blessings and dangers. So he didn't take this matter to heart at all. If this place posed a threat to him, he wouldn't have followed at that time. What he is thinking now is how to harvest faith value. P.S. Thank you for your great rewards, evaluation tickets, flowers and monthly tickets. You are so awesome. The author has gone to code. 10. Live streaming of daily life of young dragons, with 200 million people watching online. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Excuse me. A dragon. How to make people believe. To become a saint in front of others. What if there is no divine power to coax and coax? He was born with malnutrition, many dragon races are born without innate talents. Even the most basic flying ability of the dragon clan can only be obtained by spending faith points to upgrade later. What should we do? Promise was instantly distressed. Qin Lao, it's live streaming. At this moment, a subordinate walked over to remind. Immediately afterwards, a person in black with a live streaming device walked over and was conducting a live broadcast. Live streaming. Promised to lift the dragon head upon hearing the words. Hey! This is great. Isn't live streaming the simplest and most brutal way to harvest faith values? Why didn't he think of it just now? But live streaming requires acting skills. What talent does he have in a single dragon? How about selling a cute one? Or give them a performance of spitting water? Su Noa began to ponder. And at this point, the official live broadcast room of Douyin has exploded. The live broadcast has not been started yet, the number of online viewers has already exceeded 100 million. After the official start of live streaming, the number of viewers skyrocketed to 200 million. What terrifying data is this? It can be said with certainty that, unprecedented. 200 million devices for viewing, it represents more than 200 million people. Front row, front row. Finally arrived, I saw little golden dragon. Wow, does it know it's live streaming? It's curious to look towards the camera. Little golden dragon is so handsome, so cute. It's sticking to Reba. Is Xiaojinlong so clingy? What did Reba do after hiding little golden dragon's waist? Stop hiding, the waist is too thin to hide completely. What are these old men doing? Don't occupy the camera, I want to see beautiful women and beasts, divine TM beauty and beast. The barrage in the live broadcast room keeps bouncing all over the screen. Even a few instances of lag have caused Douyin officials to quickly adjust the server. This is even hotter than they expected. ByteDance headquarters, Douyin data room. Manager, these $1 billion are worth it. In just a few minutes of broadcasting, the reward amount has already exceeded 10 million and is continuing to grow. Manager, the data has exceeded 200 million. 60 million new jobs. The live broadcast room is getting stuck again, completely exceeding expectations, and the server is running out of capacity, manager. Immediately adjust the server, if not, borrow from other platforms. You must ensure smooth live streaming. The manager is very excited. The proposal to spend 10 billion yuan and reach a live streaming cooperation with the official team was proposed by him. He is also fully responsible for this project. Although no one mocked him for spending the money improperly. But there are also many people who want to see him at Waterloo. Now all his worries have dissipated. As he expected. Even far exceeding expectations. The attraction of dragons to dragon people, absolutely incomparable. After data analysis, among the 10 dragon people, 8 of them are curious about dragons. 2 remaining, I don't know yet, but I don't have time to watch. Terrifying. This data already indicates that, anyone who hears the news of Dragon Live. Almost none of them fell, let's take a look at them all. It's more proactive than picking up money. Even without worrying about the quality of the live broadcast later on, relying solely on new activities is already equivalent to making a profit. Golden Dragon, it's so terrifying. What is little golden dragon doing? Ha ha ha. It's so dragging when it walks. Has it already realized its identity? It's really handsome. It's much more handsome than the dragon in the movie, but why doesn't it have a dragon horn? Is it possible that it hasn't grown yet? Look, there are 2 small bulges on its head, really. Cute and adorable. Hiss, what a big dragon head. During the discussion in the live broadcast room, little golden dragon suddenly jumped off from behind Reba, and then stepping on the steps that 6 relatives do not recognize, walking towards the camera phone. A face-to-face kill came directly. The camera elder brother saw little golden dragon curiously sticking his face and scrutinizing the scene on his camera phone. He couldn't help but show his aunt's smile, which was too cute, right? The audience in the live broadcast room was also intoxicated by this little guy. It's a foul, malicious cuteness. Auntie can't stand this kind of stickers, they're so cute. They don't give me any care, they're just whimpering. Just now, I looked at it from a distance and it felt so cute and cute. Now, the group of people who feel handsome by sticking to their faces feels so domineering. What did little golden dragon do? Why is there only one tail left? Naughty tail, Xiaojinlong leaned towards the square of the phone. Take a glance at the camera brother, then his gaze fell on the phone screen, gesturing to raise his dragon head. Little golden dragon, what are you doing? The cameraman couldn't understand what little golden dragon meant. A bewildered expression on his face. It should be curious about what you're holding and why you're facing it. Reba walked over and explained. As she spoke, she picked up Little Golden Dragon and introduced him to the camera. Let me tell you, Little Golden Dragon has a name now, it's called Little. Little. What kind of ghost name is this? Xiao Jinlong is so domineering, naming someone Xiao Xiao. No way. It's changed, it's called Long Outyin. I think it's quite cute, small. Such a cute name, but it feels a bit weak. Is it a mother? Mother's mother dragon.